With that being said, here's some time for you to do some individual thought and some brainstorming. The best way that I have come to work with a lot of staff is to remember that we need to, for ourselves too, we need to keep it as simple as possible and intentional. So without making it complicated, we need to always remember that the family wants to know, how can I best help my students with knowing what they should, with what they should be, what they should know and be able to do in school and with their health. What should I be able to, what should the families know and be able to do? That's going to be a constant question that we need to be asking our families. If we're bringing them together, how are we helping them know what their child should know and be able to do? Okay, we want to focus on that one, as well as we have to leave them with a tool so that it will help build their capacity to know what to do at home. If we do those two things together, we have a partnership now, because a family is going to say, oh, I know that my child needs to know how to eat healthy in third grade, and they're learning about, my plate and how to make a balanced meal. So therefore, I know how to practice that at home because I've been given a tool and I know how to help them with practicing their food groups. This is an example, right? I know what they need to be able to do, and you've given me a tool. Let's think about that when it comes to health, when we're trying to give access to a service. If we know that our parents are wanting to access a resource, what tools are we helping them and equipping them with to build their capacity to follow through? Do we need to help create an action plan with them? Do we need to help guide with, these are your next steps, or this is how I'm going to support you on that? Again, it's the knowing and then the tools that need to go together. So with that being said, I'd like to take a pause to give you a chance to think about what is a shift that you can do where you have an event or an activity that you have maybe planned for this rest of the school year or maybe in the springtime. What is something that you have planned? And write that down on a piece of paper. Like, I'm going to do a Mother's Day brunch. I'm going to do a celebration at the end of the year for like a graduation, or I'm going to do my last parent school site meeting. Okay, so we have this thing that we've been doing, and it's an event or an activity. So now I'd like you to think about, in that activity, look at the bullet number 1. Will the families leave knowing more about what their child should know or be able to do for the grade level that their kids are in? And if it doesn't, could you build that into the planning of your activity? Or could families leave knowing about a tool or an activity that they could do to support the learning and health of their child at home later? Because that's the shift that we need to be making. Oftentimes we say, hey, there's an event, we're having a wellness fair, come. So, right, open door, come when we call. You're going to walk around and you're going to meet all these community partners, and then we're going to have a raffle and we say bye, which is wonderful for involvement, right? But where are we engaging the families during that event? When we engage them, we give them tools and we help them know what to do to carry the learning at home. Now we have a partnership. Now we have shared responsibility. Now we're engaging. It's perfect. That's the simple solution. As much as people are like, how do I engage families more? You build the capacity where they feel like they are a partner with the health and learning of their child. That's the magic key. That's all we need. The problem is we haven't been doing that very well, and then the parents often have to learn to partner with us as well. So what environment are we creating? And that actually leads to this idea that you know what you should be able to do. Now let's give you a tool. we're going to follow exactly what we need to be doing for families. We're going to do that with you today. So you know that you need to shift from involving to engaging families, that you need to be in relationship with them, and that we need to be understanding that there's a shared responsibility.